morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at the shop. Yes, there are quite a few things in this week's shop, and we're going to talk about each one of them, and we're going to have a bit of gameplay from one of the tanks as well that is new into the shop for the first time. It's not a new tank, but it was in crates, and that is the Samoa. But before we get to that, we are going to have a scroll through the shop, the weekly shop. So as I said, the Samoa, 15k if you want it with the legendary camouflage. Still, I think it's a bit too much, but it's better than crates after all. Also, we have the Super Conqueror, which we have spoke about. Now, if you do buy the 25k bundle, you do also get 5 mystery boxes as well. But still, 25k, I'd recommend going for the 20k. The Yag Tiger 8.8 for 5.5k gold. Now, this used to be in the tech tree. You used to be able to buy it at any time. As promised by Wargaming, they will sell them in offers, and they have. I mean, 5,500 gold when this is usually around 7,600, 7,500 gold. And on top of that, you are also getting 30 days of premium, 500,000 credits, a camouflage, 25 times 5, an avatar, and all these boosters, and fully equipped as well. So 5.5k gold is a great price for that. The containers collections, now these are not bad. I mean, I've just been having fun with it because I've had some gold. I've got nothing to spend my gold on. So just in the clan, we usually open crates just for fun. We don't stream it or anything like that. Well, we stream it on Discord for each other to see. Now, I actually started with 24,000 gold. Now, I bought these crates for fun, just to stream to my friends, Fizzy, Yusuf, Aminet, and all that. And if you look at the top, I'm now on 76,000 gold. That is because I have been winning tanks. I've been very, very lucky, but just because I've been lucky, I honestly wouldn't recommend buying these crates, because you could spend 17,500 gold. I think the first bundle was like 12,500. You can only buy it once. If you win one tier 10 tank in that, then you're getting your money back. Now, the last bundle I bought, I actually won a T22 and I won a Super Conqueror. So yeah, I got my money's back for that. But moving on, you have the Double Trouble here for £3.49. Of course, you could probably get these cheaper with Huawei or Amazon, and you're getting the Panzer S35, which is a tier 3, and you're getting the T15. Both tanks are actually solid tanks. Very, very good tanks. One's got a little bit of armor, one's got the quick firing gun, and for £3.49, that's actually a really, really good price. 5k gold here for these two tanks, the VK4503 and the Krupp. Now, the VK, it is a heavy tank, doesn't have much armor, but it has a great DPM, and the Krupp is actually probably one of the strongest tier 5s actually. For 5k gold, you're getting a tier 7 and a tier 5, not too bad. Also, you're getting the camouflages, the times 5s, fully equipped. So not a bad price at all for that. Again, we have the Triple Menace. So we have 3 tanks for 9,500 gold. And in that, you're getting the Type 59, the 59 pattern, and the Type 64, the Chinese Trio. Again, not bad price at all for that. For 3 tanks, very good price indeed. Now, you've got the 5A still here. You can gamble on the container. Now, you're only getting one, but I think you either guarantee one of these. Well, not guarantee. Sorry, you get the 5A or with a 20% drop rate or 5k gold. Now, that's not actually bad. 20% drop rate. That's actually really, really good, but I still wouldn't buy them containers, especially as you can actually buy it outright for 20k gold. Very good tank, and as I've said, all tier 10 premiums are valued around 20k. You might get like the 121B or maybe the 30B for 15k gold here or there sometimes. So 20k gold is usually the standard price. We're not really going to have a look at all these bundles. We don't really care about all these bundles. The cheaper versions of these tanks, obviously you've got the 15k gold there, or you've got 12,500 gold for the Samoa there without the camouflage. Also you can get the Super Conqueror for 20k gold without the camouflage, and you can get the 5A for 20k gold. Sorry, that's there. We've had a look at these already. You could buy the VK45 separately for 3,500 gold, which is pretty good, and 2,000 gold there for the Krupp. And of course these Chinese tanks you can buy separately as well. Now Wargaming have still got this gold bundles back. Very good offer these are, where you're getting double value for your money. So you can spend £40 for 17,500 gold, and you're going to get 17,500 gold extra. So you're going to get 35,000 gold. Of course, with the esports, you've got these events that are starting where you can get the Action X, the Centurion 5-1, and the Peugeot. All three of them tanks are absolutely amazing. So if you can watch the streams, etc., to get one of these tanks, it will definitely be worth it in the end. FCM 50T you can get with the coins, and also you can get the T28 HTC. Not really worth it, to be honest, grinding all them coins to get these tanks. They're not the best, but they're okay. They're not too bad. Now that is basically it. Obviously we've got these containers here which we don't really care about, so we're going to go and have a look at this Samoa now. The Samoa is a French tank. It is an auto loader, and it actually has quite a bit of armor. You can bounce quite a few shots with this tank, and when this tank first come out, I was actually really surprised how good the armor profile is on this thing. The hull isn't as strong, but the turret is very strong, but you do have that long reload. What, a 22 second reload on this thing is quite a long reload. Of course, it's a heavy tank. It's quite quick for a heavy tank, and I really like this tank. Like, the more I play it, or the more I see it in the battle, I'm actually liking this tank a lot. I don't think it's worth 12.5k gold. It's balanced. It's not overpowered by a long shot. It's got the 3 shells, but it does have 3 seconds interclip between each shell. Now that could be vital, because sometimes you might only be able to get 1 shot off, and then that tank that you're shooting has 3 seconds to get into cover, and that's quite a lot. That's quite long, actually. That's easily doable for a tank to be able to get into cover in that 3 seconds. So you have to pay attention. You have to reload when you think you can. If you only get 1 shot off and there's no tanks there, or if you only get two shots off and there's still no tanks there, then go for that reload. While you've got nothing available, go for that reload. And you're going to see it here. Look, I mean, he only gets 1 shot off on that Tiger, and he does get a bounce from this Lerva, and that's what the armor can do. Obviously it's not the greatest. He does get penetrated as well, but that's the thing when you have the 3 second interclip. And if it didn't have that 3 second interclip, then I think this tank would be OP. Very OP, but because he's got that 3 second interclip, he had to expose himself a lot longer than he would have if it was only sort of a 1.5 second interclip. But he's still getting these bounces here, and he is going to take out that Lerva. So 1000 block damage is pretty solid in a French tank by all means, and he's now on 1300 damage himself. But the enemy do have 2 cap points, and now there's not really too much he can do when he's reloading with this 20+ seconds reload. He does have a TD as a little bit of protection behind him, the Borzik, but most of his team are by the B and by the C cap. So he's just buying his time. He's looking around. You can see there's 4 tanks that is spotted around here. That was, what kind of shot was that, Fizzy? That was a total mess up. And that's what I mean. The tank doesn't have great DPM anyway, so you need to try and maximize your DPM in getting all 3 shells off, and make sure you've got cover, because if you don't have cover whilst you are reloading, then you're just going to get ripped apart. If you're not in a hold down position, or if you're not in a strong position and they can penetrate you, it's not going to be too difficult for them to be able to kill you and just bleed away your hit points. So I like what Fizzy's doing. He is always making sure he's got that cover while he's on a reload. Now that was a bit of a shit shot, and again there, look, because of the 3 second interclip, he only got that one shot off, and he would have been shot twice from these guys before he even reloaded his second shell. But now he's busted. You busted, says that guy, the SU. He's not happy. But the enemy are still winning on supremacy points. He needs to take care of this guy. If he can take care of this guy, then they should maybe just about be beating them on supremacy points. So as I've said, he's going to reload the first shell, reload the second shell. Not quite winning on supremacy points. They have 910 supremacy points now. They have to recap these bases. I know it's only a 3 versus 2, but they have to do it. You don't want to lose at this point. And when you're in this kind of situation, you're just praying that someone goes to that B cap. So Fizzy's just going to sit here, and this wins the game, to be honest. I know there's only one tank left, but if there was 2 cap points, then it would have pretty much been game over at this point. But at the moment, now they have 2 cap points. It's going down a lot quicker, a lot slower, sorry, and they do manage to get the win. So overall, a very solid tank in the right situation. Make some credits. It can get some bounces, but you just need to be careful when you're on that reload. So I'm glad the tank is back in store. I'm glad it's back for gold, not for money, and I'm glad it's not in crates. But I still think 12.5k to 15k gold is a little bit too much. If it comes for, say, 8, I think the next time it will come around, I think it will be like 8k and then 10k with the camouflage. So I'd probably wait until then. But it is a solid tank, and if you do decide to buy it, you are actually getting a nice tank. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope that helps, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye. With